Why are you playing windowed full screen?
You don't know about the Peterbot tweak? You're gonna be a god.
I've not done a Peterbot video in quite a while, and since then he's updated some settings inside of Chapter 5 Season 2, like starting off with his windowed mode that's now in windowed mode full screen. Now I think he either uses this because one, he prefers it over full screen with its easier alt-tabbing capabilities, or alternatively he has the disabled full screen optimizations checked. It could be another reason though. If you do know, please let me know in the comment section. As for his resolution, that's still on 1720 by 1080. He sometimes even showcases the res in the top left corner. But if you didn't know, this has two advantages. The first one is higher FPS, the second is bigger looking player models, and there's actually three different methods on how to set up a stretched res. The first is the normal method, the second is GPU scaling, which gives less delay, and then the third method is a display scaling that pretty much gives you zero delay. To find out more about all these methods, check out this video on screen. The easiest method by far though is the first one, where all you have to do is change these two resolutions in the config and tick the read-only box and you're good to go. In addition to that, his rendering mode is on performance, which gives him a significant FPS boost as stuff like grass is removed. He's also got his brightness on 125% and the colorblind mode off this season, and that looks like this on screen. And he's also got his view distance on far, which gives an advantage of seeing items at a longer distance, textures on medium, and then meshes on low too. His game settings are very similar. He's got toggle sprint on, auto open doors on, and auto pick up weapons on. He's got disable pre-edit option off, and his auto confirm edits are on both, which is basically edit on release, and it makes editing and resetting really quick. To find out more, check out this video. His reticle ammo indicator is turned on, which adds a little indicator. His damage numbers are on cumulative, which automatically adds up all the damage you do deal, and his reticle damage feedback is on hit only, that looks like this on screen. Oh, and his HUD scale is on 62%, I believe, this season. As for his mouse sensitivity, that is on 6.4% on both the X and Y, 50% on both the toggle and scope, and building and editing sensitivities are on 100%. By the way, all of these are on a mouse DPI of 800, and if you want to find out why, check out this video on screen. And in addition to that, he's using a mouse hertz of 2000 hertz, which does help prevent pixel skipping, and it's something you definitely should use if you've got a high hertz mouse. Oh, I also believe he's using the default Windows Sense with mouse acceleration turned off. As for his movement, he is currently not using double movement, as you can see on screen here. As for his volume, his main is on 45%, sound effects are on 70, sound quality is on low, which gives you a tiny FPS boost, and his visualized sound effects are turned on, which gives you a significant advantage in game. As for his keybinds, we're going to start off with the movement. Here they are on screen. Next, we've got his reload on Q, his use on E, his harvesting tool on mouse button 4, and then slot 1 to 5 is on 1 to 5, with slot 2 having an alternative of mouse button 5. And then we've got his building with wall on T, floor on Y, stairs on F, roof on V, trap on R, repair on H, and then rotate on J. Oh, and for his editing key, that's on G, and he's also using the mouse wheel reset trick. Oh, as well, if you're curious of what his hand cam footage looks like, here's what it looks like on screen, just in case you want to know which finger he presses with each key, as the keybinds are a little bit unusual. Moving on to his setup, his mouse is the Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. For his mousepad, he's using the Benji Fishy one. For his keyboard, that's the SteelSeries Apex Pro, I think in the 2019 TKL version, with an actuation point of 0.2 ms and the rapid trigger turned off. For the monitor, that's the Alienware AW2521H, and for his headset, he's using the HyperX Cloud 2s. Moving on to his PC specs, according to his stream commands, his 490 is still broke, but when that does get repaired, I'm assuming it's this top end one on screen here, and to match with that, I can only assume he's using the top end CPU, which is the Intel Core i9-4900K. Moving on, here are some additional things that pros use to gain an advantage in Chapter 5 Season 2. So starting off in the Epic Games launcher, you want to head to the top right into the settings, then scroll down to where it says desktop notifications, and simply disable show free games and show news and special offers, as these can cause FPS stutters when they're pushed out, so it's best to disable both of them. After that, you can scroll down slightly and open up Fortnite. You can tick the additional command line box, and you can put in these 3 different commands if you'd like, although I have heard that they don't actually do anything this season, but I like to just try them anyway. Next, in the library where you see Fortnite, click on it and then go into the options, and inside here you want to uncheck high-res textures for a slight FPS boost. You want to uncheck DirectX 12 shaders, as we're going to use performance mode, and I also recommend recommend using the pre-downloaded stream assets, as this can help you big time with ping. You can also go into the Epic Games Launcher folder on Windows inside that engine file right there and actually paste in this command that I'll have in the description below. And what this does is it increases your download speeds on the Epic Games Launcher, so you'll download game updates way faster than before. Oh, as well, inside the Epic Games Launcher, I also like to verify the files to make sure these are all good for the brand new chapter. After that, you can open up Fortnite. It literally won't take long, and as soon as it's sorted, you are all good to go. Next, we've got the best Nvidia settings. Now, straight away, I recommend using the latest driver. It's something Epic Games themselves recommend. Simply head into this driver section right here, and then this is where you'll see the latest game ready driver. And what's cool about this Nvidia app is if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see exactly what's been changed in this latest driver. You've got what's new, and this obviously changes with every different driver. And then you've got my favorite thing, which is what's fixed. This can feature a range of different fixes to crash fixes, bugs, and just so much more. It's just really handy to have. Then you've also got learn more, where you can obviously learn more about the driver. Alternatively, you can use an older driver like any of these legendary ones on screen. After that though, if you open up the Nvidia app, which is currently still in beta, head over to the graphics section, then select the game of choice. Obviously we're going to use this one. Now you can press this button here to optimize it, but I don't like to do this. Instead, I go into global settings and I customize it like this on screen. As you can see, I've got the RTX dynamic vibrance off, I've got image scaling off, I've got low latency mode on currently, although you can use ultra if you want lower latency. Max frame rate I've got off. Monitor technology, I use G-Sync. You should too if you've actually got it on your monitors like technology. If not, just click fixed refresh. Power management, I currently have this on normal as it works best on my PC, but if you do want more FPS, you might find that prefer maximum performance will be better for you. And for the rest of the settings, I've got them just like this on screen. Next, you want to head into the Nvidia control panel, go into manage 3D settings, and you want to copy all of my settings that are set up in this video on screen in the manage 3D section. Then finally go into adjust desktop size and position, select your main gaming monitor, then select full screen and make sure a GPU is selected with the highest refresh rate possible. Next, we've got the best Windows settings. Inside the control panel under the privacy setting, you want to uncheck all 4 of these right here. Then if you go into the background applications, you want to simply uncheck all these and stop them from running in the background. After that, in the advanced system settings, go under performance, then under visual effects, you want to adjust for best performance and then tick these essential settings on screen. After that, I like to go into the device manager under high precision event timer, and some people say that if you disable this, it can boost your FPS. It's something you should try, and if not, just re-enable it. I also like to go into the run box and type in temp. I then like to select all of these and simply delete them. I do this again with %, temp %, and yet again with prefetch. Also, while the game is running, I press Ctrl Alt Delete, go into the task manager, I then find Fortnite, right click on it, go to details, then right click on the top exe, set the priority from the default normal to high. You'll notice as well in the task manager, if you look at the very bottom, you'll see uptime. To your surprise, the uptime may be very, very high, like some of these examples are on screen, like some are just ridiculous. And this is because of a fast start feature, which has become quite the meme. So to fix this, head into power options, click change settings that are unavailable, and simply uncheck this option. Now when you shut down your PC will fully shut down and the uptimer will be reset. Oh, if you go into gaming too, specifically under the game bar, you want to ensure that that is turned off, as it can give you micro stutters. As well, in the search, if you type in power plan, click edit power plan, then change advanced settings, you'll notice by default it's on a normal power plan. Instead, you want to change that to high performance, which as you can imagine will make it perform at a higher level.